Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 19 of our 30-day financial gratitude challenge. I am Abalori coming in again for day 19, where we are going to be talking about joyfulness, obedience, and prosperity. And today, you guys, I am excited to bring you this topic. And we are coming from Deuteronomy 28, verse 47. Deuteronomy 28, verse 47. And today we are again talking about just being obedient and doing it joyfully, even when we are in prosperity. So today I want to welcome you again to day 19. And we are almost in the home stretch of our 30-day financial gratitude challenge journey. And I am so glad that I am doing this because I feel like this is touching people, and I want you to share this out. I want you to go back. If you want to go back and view any of the videos, they will be posted over on YouTube, or you can catch them here on Instagram. I am going to leave them up. But I just wanted to say that today, more specifically than anything, everybody is talking about being prosperous. And prosperity, for a lot of us, we think in terms of money, finances, abundance of money, having huge bank accounts, money in our savings account, having a big, 401k, huge investments. And nobody ever stops to think about what other ways we can have prosperity. Now, prosperity looks different for many people. Prosperity could mean something as simple as someone becoming prosperous because they have gotten out of debt. They are able to contribute more to their savings. They are able to take a trip that they haven't been able to take in the last 10 years because they were not financially sound to take a trip. Prosperity could be someone who started their first investment, or they bought their first investment property. Prosperity could be someone who started their business. It could be something as simple as just whatever their financial journey is. And prosperity, again, doesn't have to necessarily mean money. But since we are on the subject of money, then we're since we are in our 30-day financial gratitude challenge and we are talking about money, that is what we're going to focus on today. But I just wanted to make note that prosperity can mean anything for anybody who's getting out of financial debt, anybody who is buying their first home, anybody who, let's be honest, anybody who's overcoming an addiction, anybody who's getting out of a bad marriage, anybody who is seeing their family after discord for so many years. Prosperity can be so many things. It does not have to necessarily mean finances and money. But since we are over here talking about money, prosperity for a lot of us, for me anyway, I can't speak on everybody, but for me is getting out of debt, being able to save, and being able to yes, Jayla. Yes, Jayla. I'm sorry, you guys. Kid is outside. Okay. So prosperity for me, you guys, is getting out of debt, staying out of debt, being able to live as stress free when it comes to money as possible. That is what prosperity means to me. excuse me, prosperity means being able to give more to God's kingdom, set up my charities and my organizations, doing the things that I feel like is going to bring me closer to him and building his kingdom. That is what prosperity means to me. And so again, prosperity could be something different for you. It could be something as simple as paying off a loan. It could be something as simple as paying off your credit card. It could be something totally different for you, which is fine, because that is why we're in this challenge. We're showing gratitude for wherever we are in our financial journey. And in Deuteronomy 28:47, it says, because you did not serve the Lord your God joyfully and gladly in the times of prosperity. So I want to talk, the reason why I started off with prosperity and wanting to talk about the different ways people view prosperity is that sometimes when we are in lack, we are not being able to live financially free, not being able to let's just say stay on top of our bills, debts are coming in, we have to pay off things, we just have to do things in accordance to stretching our budgets, not having to live paycheck. Just when we're in a state of living either paycheck to paycheck, barely making it, stretching a dollar, rubbing two pennies together, hoping that we get 50 cents out of it, it creates a state of discord, depression, anxiety, unease within us. So much so that we forget what it's like to be joyful, be glad, and be at peace, because for so long we have been in such a state of despair because of our finances. Now, whether you've been in this state for a few weeks, a few months, a few years, your body is conditioned to have been in this specific state for so long that when God finally blesses you with something of prosperity, sometimes we contribute that to luck, sheer luck. If I hadn't have done this, if I hadn't have met this person, if I wasn't there at the right time, if I didn't do this, if I had done this, this would not have happened. A lot of times we contribute something big in terms of, let's just say, money. We get a big financial blessing. We get a refund back that we didn't expect. We get a check in the mail that we did not expect. We get some type of financial prosperity, and we go to, oh, it must be luck. Something must have happened. They must have credited me. They must have overcharged me. They must have done something that we forget to say, you know what? If it wasn't for God, I would not have this abundance of money. I would have not gotten this extra $150, $200, $300. I would have never gotten this, here you got $1,500 check in the mail. We contributed to, oh, I overpaid something, they overcharged me, I something was miscalculated. We don't attribute it to God blessed us. The first thing we think was, oh, I was overcharged, they refunded me back, something significant happened, and that's how I ended up with this extra money. And so Deuteronomy says, because you did not serve the Lord your God joyfully and gladly in times of prosperity, meaning in that minute when I became prosperous, I did not go to God and say thank you. I was not obedient in God to say thank you. I immediately jumped to the conclusion of this company overpaid me, or I was overcharged, or they readjusted something, and that's how I was able to get this money. And so we don't automatically think it was God's will and it was in God's plan for us to get this money. We just think, oh, the company did XYZ, and that's how we ended up with this money. So we are often neglectful. We often don't show gratitude. We don't show joyfulness, or we aren't glad in the face of God when God has blessed us in some type of financial prosperity. And so, with this 30-day challenge, I am encouraging you today that when God sends a financial blessing your way, the first thing I encourage you to do is not to think that you overpaid or the company credited you. Yes, this may absolutely be true. The company may have absolutely overcharged you, or you overpaid, or they went back and adjusted and realized some numbers were off, the figures were wrong, and they sent you a refund check, however it came to you. I don't want you to think first off the bat that that was the company's doing. I want you to go straight and directly to God and say, God, thank you for this financial blessing that you have given to me. Because if it had not been for you, I would not have gotten this financial blessing. If it had not been for you making it able for these people to go back and look at their finances, attack their numbers, I would not have been in that batch to get this refund. I may have not been in this batch of people with these incorrect numbers to get this sum of money, this allocated money. God, if it was not for you, I am thanking you joyfully, gladly, humbly, and with obedience, because I have sacrificed so much to you and for you, that I am thanking you, because if it had not been for you, I would not have what I need to cover what I need to be covered financially. And it is oftentimes that we neglect to be joyful and reflect our gratitude to God, because we just are so quick to assume it was the company's fault. It was the company's doing. It was this and it was that we don't go to God and say thank you. And so I am leaving you with a thought today that when you come into a lump sum of money, you get a refund check, something is sent to you in the mail, you get a gift certificate or a gift card, or you go to the store and instead of this particular purchase being X amount of dollars, it wound up being so much cheaper than what you were expecting. Say thank you to God. Give it to God and say thank you, because if it had not been for him, you would not be able to do what you need to do financially in your life at this present time. And so again, Deuteronomy 28 reminds us that because you did not serve the Lord your God joyfully and gladly in the time of prosperity. Be mindful of that, because the next time he may just, I'm not going to say he will or he won't, but he's going to bring into remembrance that when I gave you that big blessing, you did not honor me. You did not give me thanks. So I'm not going to say God is going to punish you for that, but he's going to bring into your remembrance that when it did happen, that you did not thank him. You did not give him the honor. You did not give him the glory. You did not give him the thank yous. You did not show him gratitude. So he's going to bring it to your remembrance. Now, does that mean that he's not going to bless you again? No, that absolutely does not mean that, because you're still his child. He's still a forgiving God. He's still going to allow you to make mistakes, but he also wants you to correct it. So be thankful and correct it. And just know that when he gives you the financial blessing, it is because of him that you were allowed to get that financial blessing. So I'm leaving you with two questions today. How does joyful obedience reflect gratitude on God? When you show joy, when you're showing joy, you're showing your gratitude towards God and all that he has done. When you are joyful for little or joyful for much, you are reflecting to God that you are gracious for what he has given you. I don't care if he's giving you a $50 check, a $2 gift card, if he's giving you a $5 refund. Being thankful and showing gratitude is reflecting to him that you are thankful for what he has given you. How can you find joy in serving God today? Serving God today could be something simple as saying thank you. It could be sharing what he's done for you to other people. It could be, for me, it is coming on telling you guys, being thankful to God, showing you how you can show gratitude throughout 30 days of your financial journey towards him. It doesn't take much for you to wake up every day and say thank you, God, for my finances. Yes, I may be deep in debt. Yes, I am getting out of debt. Yes, you're making it possible for me. And I just want to say thank you, because if it had not been for me saying thank you, I might not have been able to keep the lights on this week. If it had not been for me saying thank you, I might not have been able to spend $100 on my Thanksgiving meal. I may not have had the whole 200 to buy food for my family, but thank you, God, for the 100 that I did have that allowed me to buy something. And so, no matter what he's giving you, no matter what your portion is, always give thanks to God. And so, my final step for you today is find a way to serve someone today, whether big or small, and do it with a thankful heart. So I think the easiest way today, for today, in the spirit of giving, is probably just to go out and give to a charity and just do it with a thankful heart. If you're able to give $5, in this season to feed, give $5 to the homeless shelter, or to your local Meals on Wheels, or to a local charity to buy gifts for kids this season. Wherever God leads your heart to be of service for someone, just do it, and do it with a thankful heart that you're able to give. Yes, I know $5 may, you're thinking about, well, I barely have $5 to buy me, lunch for today, and this may be my only meal because I'm pitching pennies. But it's still the point that that you have $5 that you could possibly share, and more than likely we usually can make a meal out of something. We usually can put together something at home. I mean, even if we have to make a sandwich and a bowl of soup, or some of us even just go to bed eating a bowl of cereal at night because we really don't feel like cooking dinner, or we really don't know what we want. So we're just like, wait, we're just gonna eat a bowl of cereal and call it a day. And so just being thankful and serving him, and just giving whatever you can to whomever, to just make their life a little bit easier. It's not going to solve everyone's problem, but it could just make someone, it can, $5 can give a meal to someone for that day, give them a hot delicious meal. And so so do something special for someone today. Despite our circumstances, we can still serve God in a mighty way. So with that being said, you guys, I am hopping off. Thank you for joining me for day 19, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 20. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.